It's 4:57 p.m. and I need to pick up my daughter from the daycare. It gets dark so quickly these days, so I have to hurry so that I'll get back home in good time. I don't like driving at night. It takes me about 10 minutes to get to our daycare, and I've picked little madam, and it's time for us to start going back home. So, on our way back, you can see how dark it's getting already. In no time, it will become darker and darker. Luckily, we are home at this point, 5:25 p.m. We got back home and it's now time for us to start making dinner. I quickly got into the kitchen because everybody was hungry and they were waiting for me. I blended some okra with some pepper. I sliced some kale in my processor. I'm going to be processing this alongside with some okra as well. So I have both my blended okra and then the kale with the okra processed together. This is what I have at the end of the day. I'll be adding some onions into my palm oil. I'll stir that well, add some crayfish and then some blended pepper. I'll cover it and allow it to cook before I go ahead to adding my seasoning and some salt. I'll be adding my meat at this point, the meat I was boiling before. I will totally immerse that into my sauce, into my pepper mix. I added some stockfish, some smoked fish and some crayfish again, and then I'll allow that cook. I'll be adding some of that processed vegetables you saw before. I'll be adding some frozen spinach as well. So I have like three different kinds of vegetables going on in this soup: some kale, some okra, and some frozen spinach. And I'll stir everything together very well and make sure that everything is going to be well infused with all my proteins. I'll be adding some of that blended okra that you saw earlier, and I'll just make sure that I mix everything thoroughly at this point. I love this soup so much. When I was in Lagos, back in Lagos, when I used to work at Promasidor, I used to eat this at a cafe, and the woman taught me how to make it. I'll be pairing this with some poundo yam and then with that okra soup or vegetable okra soup, and then dinner is ready. Everybody was waiting for dinner at this point, and they were so glad because, well, it was worth the wait. Like my son would always say every single time, Mommy, I enjoy this meal so much. That gives me so much joy. Can you tell? Bye.